Pedro Neto is Arsenal's late transfer target this season or summer. A summer that is ending, or the transfer window that is ending in just 4 days from now. And remember, today is 29th, 30th, 31st, and 1st. That is next Thursday. That's when everything is going to be called off. And obviously, Arsenal is really looking to sign into players. That is a player who goes by the names of Pedro Neto and Yuri Tielemans. And we are having an update as far as a player who goes by the names of Pedro Neto is concerned onto the channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Guys, how are you guys and where are you watching us from? Thank you for the love and subscribing to the channel, because you are really showing me love, and I'm really privileged to have you as the subscribers of this channel. And guys, I will never let you down. I'll always go in and really get you the best that you deserve. We are left with 600 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers to the channel. Then we're going to make it happen, because it's you who makes it happen. God is using you to subscribe to this channel, and we let things roll in the for you. Thank you guys for watching again. Yesterday we did a match reaction of Arsenal versus Fulham. For the very first time, guys, I said let me go for live and do a match reaction. Do you know what? We had 400 people watching in. Guys, 400 people watching in, and the video is almost hitting 10,000 people who have viewed it. You guys, you're really amazing. And trust me, every match of Arsenal, you're going to be doing a match build up and obviously a match reaction live on the channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. So we are talking Pedro Neto, we are talking Martin Odegaard, we are talking Hector Bellerin, and we are talking Tavares into this story and video. I think I've brought it late today. I think it was a Sunday. You know, I was really refreshing and charging, because these days that we're going through, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those 4 days are really going to be so much hectic, and I really needed to recharge for those 4 days, because I know I'm going to sleep for less hours. But guys, let's get into this. Smash the like button, comment and share, and obviously Rokan David is my name. All right, today we've been told by Prem Source. Prem Source is really a freelance football journalist, previously working at The Guardian, Sports, BBC and ESPN. He has told us that exclusive: Arsenal set to make late move for Wolverhampton Wanderers winger Pedro Neto. Mikel Arteta has recognized the need for a backup of Bukayo Saka, and has a right winger his priority, and has made the right winger his priority now. Marc Asensio and Yeremi Pino alternative options. I've always told people that, trust me, there are two positions at Arsenal that really need backups. That is the central midfielder Thomas Partey plays, and in just 3 games Thomas Partey got an injury. You get? And I think Bukayo Saka, if at all he goes ahead to be played throughout this season at Arsenal, he's going to get the same thing. He's going to get injured. He's not an injury-prone player, but obviously he needs to be rested. But remember, since the 12th of May 2021, Bukayo Saka is going to play 48 consecutive Arsenal games. He has not missed out on any Arsenal game. And Mikel Arteta is worried about this, because he knows that this player needs to be rested sometimes to come in and play like 30 minutes. But when you look at how Arsenal is right now and the level at which they've started the season on, you can't really bench Bukayo Saka. You saw him yesterday. The equalizer that Arsenal really scored, it was his great move when he cut inside and really gave that ball to Martin Odegaard, and Martin Odegaard hit the ball, deflected off a player of Fulham, and it went in the back of the net, and obviously it went inside. That is a man who goes by the names of Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. So it looks like Bukayo Saka can really get you more when you really rest him. And secondly, when you bring in a competitor, Bukayo Saka will rise his standards, because he knows that there is someone else who can do that job when he doesn't do it perfectly, meaning that he will concentrate a lot on really giving himself and Arsenal the best on the field of play. So this is why Arsenal are in need of Pedro Neto. And we've been told that Mikel Arteta has recognized a backup for Bukayo Saka as a right winger his priority now. Obviously, Pedro Neto, talk about him, good player, so much proven, and I like him a lot, but he brings a lot to Arsenal. Like in the game of yesterday against Fulham, you know, there are games when pace is the only thing that is going really to let you to the level of playing to the levels you want to really beat your opponent on. Yesterday, Arsenal played the entire game with good triangles, good partnerships, good sequences, but they lacked speed. They lacked speed. That's why you saw to it that every time they released Gabriel Jesus, it was very easy for the defenders of Fulham to close him down because the speed at which it was being done was really slow. That's the effect of Thomas Partey not being in the field. And obviously, if Martinelli doesn't come in and have a good day, it has shown us that even Gabriel Jesus gets a bad day, meaning that you need the other wing to be operating. And to me, this season, frankly speaking, Bukayo Saka has not yet been the Bukayo Saka I've always known. I don't expect him to be really so much good at taking off players, but I know one thing he's good at, he's a threat from that side. I want to feel his threat, you get, as the opponents feel it too, but I've not seen him as a threat, especially this season. Even in the preseason, he looked like he's just trying to go in and really get back, and obviously that is caused by fatigue. He's tired. He has been overplayed. He needs to be rested. So, as things stand now, Arsenal played on Saturday, they are playing on Wednesday, and they are playing on Sunday. In a space of like 8-9 days, Bukayo Saka is going to be playing a game for Arsenal. And I really believe that Mikel Arteta might not start him on Wednesday. That's what I'm really feeling. I'm really feeling it and understanding it because I really believe that he should be rested because he knows that that game of United is really so much big and very much important from us, Mikel Arteta, and he is going to rest him. But you rest him, who do you bring in? Obviously, Marquinhos or Fabio Vieira to come in and play that side. But obviously, you'll see that that will be an indicator that you are lacking quality and depth in that position. That's why you shift players that are not supposed to be playing there to be played there. So it shows you that Arsenal really need a right winger and is left-footed. That's what Mikel Arteta really wants. But Pedro Neto to Arsenal is really one of those deals that you should put an eye on. I've seen Fabrizio Romano and David Austin and very many other credible journalists telling us that that should be the deal that everyone should keep an eye on. Reason being, it's what Arsenal is wanting. Yuri Tielemans too is a player that Arsenal is wanting, and Arsenal is waiting for Leicester City to bow down. They want Leicester to bow down and accept the amount of money they are offering to them. So that's what is happening for Pedro Neto. And lastly about Pedro Neto, Arsenal want to pay £35 million. Wolverhampton Wanderers want £50 million. So let's wait and see whether that will happen. But Arsenal has gathered some money from the deals they've sold, the players they've sold. When you look at, there is a loan fee of Nuno Tavares, loan fee of Balogun, loan fee of who else? Nuno Tavares, Balogun, Patino, Okonkwo. You get? There are very many. There is a lot of money they've got from the loan of these players, and finally they've sold players. They've sold the goalkeeper that was in goal of Fulham yesterday, Bernard Leno, at 10 million euros to Fulham. They've sold Torreira to Galatasaray at 80 million euros to Galatasaray, that is 18. They sold Guendouzi at 10 million euros to Marseille, that is almost 30 million euros. You get? So I think they've gotten in some money, and I think they have some money with them to spend if at all they really get to know in there for you. But obviously we've been told that they've been put on the UEFA watch list because it looks like it looks like Arsenal breached the FFP, that is the Football Fair Play rule, and I think they're now scared to spend. But obviously Arteta wants to get in those players ASAP. So after Pedro Neto, they've told us that Marco Asensio and Yeremi Pino are alternatives for this. And guess what? On Marco Asensio, we've been told that he has been offered to very many Premier League clubs, and obviously Real Madrid has come out and really named the price of Marco Asensio, and the Mirror has reported this to us in here onto the channel, which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. They've told us that Asensio Marco is available for 30 million euros with Arsenal still in the driver's seat. So it looks like Marco Asensio is really a good guy, 26 years of age, proven, winning mentality in him. The only problem is that he's not Premier League proven, but me on any day, trust me, however much Pedro Neto is good in the Premier League, but after seeing the impact Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus that have impacted at Arsenal, all on Arsenal, with the winning mentality that they've brought in the players and giving these players self-belief that we can really go on and do it. And with Arsenal 4 games played, leading the table, and with the fixtures they're having, they can really go in the World Cup break by the end of October, when they're on top of the table. I think Marco Asensio is a bargain for Arsenal. He's a bargain. When you get in Marco Asensio at Arsenal, I think he can do lots of things that Pedro Neto can't do. That's it. You get in Marco Asensio into that team, obviously, you've brought in another leader, another player whose mentality of winning is at the same level like that of Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko. Obviously, he provides solutions to your team when you're attacking, especially both on the left, right, and centrally. He's really a very proven player, and I really believe that the project of Arsenal now needs players who have the experience. You get? Yesterday, even Gabriel Jesus couldn't turn this game around. Martin Odegaard took the entire load and put it on his shoulders, because I saw him trying to really find spaces, and you saw him getting that equalizer, and he kept on pushing for the players that let's go in and really get this done. So, what does that show you? It shows you that Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, while on the overlap, we are right that one thing that might stop Arsenal is, are they really ready? Are they really ready to go in and really win the trophy? The answer is yes. But what would stop them, in their words, in their own words, I'm to really quote them, they said the experience is going to let them down. Now, we all know that to win the trophies, experience is really deserved. That Arsenal side is as good as enough as winning the Premier League trophy. That's it. They can go in and win the Premier League trophy. But the problem is one. The experience required. You get? Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, good additions. But on adding Pedro Neto and Marco Asensio, who has won 5 Champions League trophies, he has won the La Liga very many times. He has been in situations of the El Clasico, one of the biggest football games in the world, or football matches in the world, you know that very well. So I think his mentality is way up there, that he can kill off games when you're playing teams like Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, because he has been in such scenarios very many times, and he will come in and really get you what you want out of him. That's what I really believe. By the way, I really thought that Pedro Neto is Premier League proven. He comes in and hits the ground running. That was my scenario way back, but I think I've changed my narrative on this. I really believe that with the mission Arsenal are having, Pedro Neto is 23 years of age, Marco Asensio is 26, not far away from the age that Arsenal is really wanting at their club. Marco Asensio is the real deal according to me. He's cheap. He fits into the bargain of Arsenal. You get? Obviously, he's 10 million pounds less than the amount of money Arsenal value Pedro Neto, because Pedro Neto is valued at 35 million pounds by Arsenal, though Wolverhampton Wanderers want 50. Marco Asensio is just 25 million pounds. 25 million pounds. 25 million pounds. So, I believe Marco Asensio is the deal that Arsenal should go in for. He comes in with a lot at Arsenal. He will deliver a lot at Arsenal, trust me. With that dressing room, the composure, lifting up the spirits of Arsenal players yesterday. Because for the very first time yesterday, Arsenal had never been in such a scenario ever since the season started. In all of the games Arsenal have been playing, they are the ones that were taking the lead fast. In the game of Crystal Palace, in the first half, they are leading by 1-0. In the game of Leicester City, first half, by halftime, they are leading by 2-0. Game of Bournemouth, the same thing. They are leading by 2-0 at halftime, and they made it 3. This time round, it was a different game of football together. They played the first half. They were level with Fulham. That had never happened to them. Second half comes in through Gabriel Magalhaes makes a mistake and he gifts the ball to Mitrovic and Arsenal are 1 goal down. You get? But it took them 8 minutes to come in and really fight back and really win that game. But were you convinced with how Arsenal scored those goals? Amidst how Arsenal really went ahead to really do that. Were you convinced? That means that you need players like Marco Asensio to come in with their experience and really know that, all right, it takes just 1 second for a ball to cross the goal line of the opponent, and you'll go in and really put in the magic, because Asensio can put in every type of magic that you want. So, to me, I really believe that he's really a very good player that they should be looking at. When you looked at today, Marco Asensio has been included into that Real Madrid squad, and Real Madrid is playing right about now. Real Madrid are playing. They are playing Espanyol. The game is 1-1, 75 minutes played. But let me check whether Marco Asensio has really started. Because we read a story that obviously he was really banned from playing for Madrid, and orders were issued by the president Perez Fiorentino not to really start him. He's on the bench at number 11, but he has not yet come on. Let's wait and see how this is going to unfold in the for you. But Marco Asensio, to me, I really see him as a bargain at a side which goes by names of Arsenal. I don't know how you guys see him, but to me, he's a real bargain. He's a real bargain at Arsenal, according to me. But for your case, I don't know what you really think about this guy. Now today, again, Hector Bellerin's story to Barcelona has really surfaced, and I thought, who am I not to really show you this story, because you guys are my beloved subscribers and viewers of Rokani Media Football. We've been told by Javi Miguel Club that Hector Bellerin is Barcelona's second choice for right back behind Joan Foyth. To note, Foyth was injured this evening in Villarreal's match against Getafe, unsure how serious it is. So it looks like Bellerin to Barcelona or Real Betis will happen, obviously, because Arsenal know that they have to sell this player, all agree on a termination, but they are trying to agree a deal. And obviously, selling him will relieve Arsenal of his £110,000 weekly wages, which will create space for other people to come in through and really play for the club and really earn that money, and they can distribute it evenly to the new signings, especially Marco Asensio will come in and request for like £200,000 a week. Obviously, when you get off Hector Bellerin, a player that you've been paying a lot of money for the previous 2 seasons, and he has not been really putting in a shift for the club, and you really pay and you get that £110,000 a week, you add on the amount of money you've been paying Torreira. It was also around £120,000 a week, meaning that salary you've been paying those 2 players is now going to go to Marco Asensio. Obviously, a more improved person, a more improved player who improves your squad and brings in lots of things. And Hector Bellerin too is seen as a player to go in and go that side. But let's wait and see what is going to happen between Hector Bellerin and Barcelona and Arsenal, because Arsenal wants to sell, but they failed to go on and agree in the for you. Some huge story coming in from Marseille, where Nuno Tavares was loaned today. It was loaned, I think, like a month back or 3 weeks back. Nuno Tavares played 77 minutes, scored a goal, his 3rd league goal of the season already, and was heavily involved in another goal. And Marseille won 3-0 away to Nice in Ligue 1 this afternoon. With Pepe completed. While Pepe completed the full match for his debut for Nice on his debut. So this story is talking about 2 Arsenal players. Nuno Tavares has scored his 3rd goal of the season. Remember, he scored in his first 2 games of the season, and he went ahead to score. Even Balogun is in France scoring. Even Pepe played for Nice, his debut. He was loaned to Nice, and obviously is there. He played 90 minutes, but obviously Marseille outclassed them. It really laid them. It slashed them off. But Tavares is the talking story of today, that he's really going ahead to go in and score. I tell Arsenal fans, Tavares is going to come back and dislodge Kientieni from that team. Do you know why? Yesterday you all saw how Kientieni played. in that position that Zinchenko has been playing in for the previous 3 games. And you've seen that left wide area of Arsenal very much fluid in the attack. But obviously, the fluidity was really low when Keane was playing there. So it shows you that if Tavares improves a lot on his game, especially defensively and not doing those lousy passes and the positioning, he will come in at Arsenal next summer in the preseason and is going to dislodge one of those players. And don't expect Zinchenko to be dislodged, because Zinchenko has proven a very paramount, all pivotal player in this Arsenal system that Mikel Arteta has really put up on the field of play. Then, who is in danger? Tierney. And trust me, one time, Tierney is going to be sold out of Arsenal, because the way the manager wants him to play, he can't, because he doesn't have the qualities of Zinchenko. The way Zinchenko flies off that side is good. So I think it was a very wise loan move for a player who goes by the names of Nuno Tavares to go to a side which goes by the names of Marseille, that really saw William Saliba become the player he is, that really saw Guendouzi become a player that he is. I think Arsenal really has a very good chance in Marseille as far as grooming their, or nurturing their talent is concerned, because 3 of the players loaned there are really doing great, and Tavares is looking great. And obviously when he comes in, he can do that role that Zinchenko couldn't do yesterday perfectly because of an injury, and Tierney couldn't. So kudos to kudos to Nuno Tavares scoring his 3rd goal of the season, and obviously he's going to put in stats. And remember, I think Marseille in the Champions League, obviously. Now let's talk about the captain, man who really went ahead to really save Arsenal yesterday and really put in a shift. He goes by the names of Martin Odegaard. His game by numbers: he had 100 cross accuracy, 100% take on success, 91 touches, 11 final third entries. Have you had 11 final third entries? That is a man who goes by names of Martin Odegaard, and he had 10 times possession won, 8 duels won, 5 take-ons, 3 tackles, 3 shots, 2 chances created, 2 shots on target and 1 goal in the for you. He's having a fantastic season at Arsenal. That is Martin Odegaard, the captain of the captain of Arsenal, and the captaincy has really given him a different drive altogether, and he's really a player who is always putting in a shift, game in, game out. There is something I want to show you about Martin Odegaard. It's going to show you that Mikel Arteta is really a genius. When he made him a captain, he's really getting lots of things from him that he never used to get from him. Guess what? This has been reported by Sky Sports and Premier League ranks last season in there for you. When you look at Premier League last season ranks, chances created, he was 3rd. Chances from open play, he was 2nd. Chances from ball recovery is 1st. Through balls, 4th. Passes into box, 2nd. Possession won in final third, he was the 3rd. But Arsenal were leading in all of these. And they're bringing this back into this season. And they're really looking at a very good team. And they're really attacking to kill. Trust me, I support Manchester United. But I really believe that rivalry of Arsenal and Manchester United is going to be back this season. Because all of these 2 teams are now on the same track. They're rebuilding. But the rebuild of Arsenal is like 2 years ahead of that of Manchester United. But I really believe that United can really go in and really get us to the level we want, especially as far as Arsenal is. Arsenal can go in and really get its final level they want, and Manchester United. That game on Sunday is really going to be up in the sky with a lot of tension, with a lot of humor, and I know most of the people are going to be here and trying to watch it. Thank you guys for watching in. Your reactions are welcome to the comment section below. As far as Pedro Neto is concerned, he's the late transfer target for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta has finally endorsed him, but Asensio comes in through to be an alternative. 25 million pounds. Pedro Neto is valued at 50 million pounds by Wolverhampton Wanderers. Who would you go in for? Pedro Neto, Yeremi Pino, or Asensio? To me, I think Asensio is a better option for now because he meets the realistic evaluation of Arsenal for that right winger in their budget. Then Odegaard, game by numbers against a side which goes by names of Fulham. He captained his side to a win yesterday that was so much needed by Arsenal as they jet to play Aston Villa in the midweek. And lastly, Nuno Tavares and Pepe. Tavares scoring his third goal of the season. Pepe playing his debut 90 minutes in the face. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Rokani David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. Your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe. And I want to see close to 300 likes on this video, guys. Good night.